Dear Christ the King family, it is a great honor for me to be here with you and to speak to you about Holy Week. We are now in the greatest week of our faith, in which we celebrate the Paschal mystery, the passion, death, and resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ. And we begin with the celebration of Holy Thursday, the commemoration of the Last Supper. It is not just a remembrance. We're not just remembering what took place about 2,000 years ago, but we're entering into this mystery, into the Last Supper with Jesus and with his disciples. It is during this Holy Thursday celebration that we celebrate what Jesus has given to us and instituted at the Last Supper. Because we recognize that the Last Supper, it was not just an ordinary Last Supper. It was not just a farewell Last Supper. It is something that gives that Jesus himself has given to us, especially the institution of the Eucharist. Before Jesus ascended into heaven, he told his disciples, "I will be with you until the end of time." How does Jesus fulfill that promise? How does he continue to be present with us? It is through the Eucharist. It is in the Eucharist that we do not receive something. We receive someone. We receive our Lord Jesus Christ, who makes himself present in a piece of bread and in wine. It is also the commandment that Jesus gave us to us. Do this in memory of me. As Catholics, for 2 millenniums, we have been faithful to this commandment of our Lord Jesus Christ. This is the reason why we gather every Sunday to celebrate the Eucharist, and we'll continue to gather together to celebrate the Eucharist until he comes again. It is also in the celebration of the Last Supper that Jesus gifted us the gift of the priesthood, of the ministerial priesthood. Without the priest, we cannot have the Eucharist. And without the Eucharist, we cannot be a church. So also, we thank our Lord Jesus Christ for the institution of the ministerial priesthood. But also, as we find, especially in the Gospel of John, a rite that will be again able to resume to take place after COVID, which is the washing of the feet. In the Gospel of John, we find that Jesus washed the feet of his disciples during the Last Supper. It is also a commandment given to us by our Lord Jesus Christ to serve other people. As Christians, we're not just called to live for oneself. We're called also to live for others and for God. And Jesus has shown us the example by washing the feet, by continuing to humble himself, and thus the same calling that is given to us, to follow his example. I invite you to come and to celebrate Holy Thursday here with us at Christ the King at 7 p.m. and to continue for us to appreciate our faith and at the same time to give thanks to God for the gift of the Eucharist, the gift of the Eucharistic celebration, the gift of the priesthood, and his commandment to serve one another. God bless.